China and India, one of the world's largest and the oldest civilizations, not only who ruled culturally and intellectually for thousands of years, but have also ruled at the same time economically. As early as almost 300 years ago, 50% of world trade was accounted by just these two countries, China and India. It is heartening to see that after a hiatus of around 300 or so years, both China and India have started re-emerging and started claiming their lost ground, especially in the trade field. It is heartening that China has already crossed more than 12 to 15% of global trade. India has gained almost 3%. We are also on the way. In the last decades or so, China has emerged as the factory of the world, as they put it. And also during the same time, India has also emerged as one of the biggest suppliers of services. So we are kind of doing a balance in the world, China in manufacturing and India in services, and at the same time both trying to balance in their own countries, China focusing on services. Today's program reinforces this fact. And India also trying to do something in manufacturing so that it can have more sustainable trade. Our bilateral trade between India and China had almost crossed $70 billion annually, which is phenomenal. Although there is a cause of concern in India, and very valid concern, that most of the trade surplus is in favor of China. The volume of trade is very gratifying, but at the same time the imbalance is somewhat worrying and causing concern. In India, there is a section of society that has come out and started giving short-termist solutions of discouraging China's products in India. Representing FISME as the largest body of small and medium enterprises of the country, and personally also, I find this campaign absolutely inaccurate, malicious and misleading. Why I say this is because if you look at 2016 data, as latest data as of 2016, what we are importing from China could be divided into 4 parts. The first part is electronics. So it includes television, it includes computers, laptops, mobiles and stuff. The second part is plants and machines. Third is chemicals, organic, inorganic chemicals, raw materials of pharmaceutical. And fourth is all sundry products. More than 50% of what we are importing from China is absolutely essential for India's economy. We are importing plant and machines so that we can produce goods in India at a more competitive and technologically better products so that we can compete with them. To give you an example, a simple thing like CNC machine if we import from Germany would not be possible to import in less than $1 million. The same product of the similar quality is available from China at $100,000. For small and medium enterprises, it's a great opportunity that we import the plant and machine, produce goods at a more economical rate and compete with the world. Similarly, look at the pharmaceutical and inorganic chemicals that we are importing from China. India is one of the largest exporter of generic goods, generic pharmaceutical, generic medicines all over the world. So much so that India is considered as the pharmacy of the world. Now, where from the raw material is coming? The raw material, the maximum raw material for our export is coming from China. So in some sense, both in order for India's economy to become competitive, SMEs to become competitive, for enhancing our exports in many sectors including as I said, pharmaceuticals. We have to have deeper relationship with China. The cause of concern then remains about electronics. What is the solution? What should we do about this? There are a number of studies. The recent study was conducted by Electronics Association from India, and it said that if we don't ramp up our manufacturing capabilities in India, in the electronic sector, our imports of electronics would be higher than the imports of oil by 2020. This is a fact of life. Electronics, because look at today's seminar. Ultimately, what we are talking about, today's economy is greatly influenced by electronics, information technology, and communication technologies. So IT hardware and IT softwares are the new highways on which the economy is built. What we need to do is that we have to attract investment in the electronic sector. Indian government is already doing it. For example, one of the largest companies of China, Huawei, came in India. Huawei manufactures, apart from other things, telecom equipment. We were importing telecom equipment at 5 to 10 times the price from the European countries. Huawei came, prices crashed in India of telecom equipment. Who was the beneficiary? Indian consumers were the beneficiary. Today, India can boast of the cheapest rates of telecom services in the world, and I must say that one of the biggest thanks should go to Huawei, who came in India and set up plants and established manufacturing facilities also. So, Indian government, state governments, ministries, we have to create conditions to attract investment in the electronic sector so people come and manufacture it. There lies the solution.